All right, guys. It's another fantastic episode of the Fantastic Four. This week we are really happy or really sad. We haven't made up our mind yet. We're happy that the Dolphins won. We're kind of unhappy if they keep winning because then Chris Greer might keep his job. So, what do you guys say? Are we happy or are we sad?
Win,
Well,
baby, win.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I was pleasantly surprised about what happened. I didn't think we could get by their secondary because their secondary was top 10, and then we hadn't shown anything up until that point. And so the idea that we were going to move the ball on those guys, but guess what? Coach had them ready at all phases. Yeah, you know what? I'll hand it to, hats off to the coaching. Those guys came into play and they started off fast, and they ended with running the ball. So, and even Ali got in on in on the action. So it was nice to see that. I don't think one game makes a season, but it was nice to see that, the team is still fighting and they want to win, and they didn't take, because everything everybody, anywhere that I saw, everybody was picking against the Dolphins, right? So I'm sure
Even us.
I'm sure all the money was on Atlanta.
Yeah. People lost money on that deal.
Uh, Vegas won.
You know, this is what we were looking for when we did that last preseason show. You
Yeah.
know, we were looking for that defensive front seven that was going to dominate. We were looking for our new revamped offensive line was going to create holes for the running game. And it took what, the eighth game of the season before we finally got to see it. But I mean, this is what we were looking for. This was the team that was supposed to show up week number one, and if they would have showed up week number one, we'd be in the playoff hunt for sure.
Yeah.
So, can they keep it up? That's the question. Can they come in Thursday night and just keep the train rolling?
On a short week.
Well, I'm going to
Yeah.
say that's the most passing yards the Falcons gave up all year. And that's the most yards overall on offense that the Falcons have given up all year. So to score 34 points on that kind of defense, it feels good. So hopefully we
With
can,
one eye. With
yeah,
one
with
eye.
one eye.
One
I
eye.
say I say keep the visor. Maybe he
Yeah.
likes looking through the visor.
No kidding.
Yeah.
But
Maybe we should get him an eye patch, you know?
this
I mean,
this could be the start of a run. We got Baltimore, and if we could pull that off and then go stay at home and beat Buffalo, I think
Well,
we're gonna look like
whoa, whoa,
we have a
whoa,
shot.
whoa,
let's
whoa,
just
cowboy.
focus on let's just focus on Baltimore right
All right.
now. And what I say is when Tua gets up on game day, somebody just go pop him right in the eye, swell that sucker up. Not hard enough to give him a
Pink eye.
concussion, but just swell that eye up. I'll be happy to do that. If they need somebody to punch him in the eye, I'll do it.
Yeah, they did well though. The offensive line did pretty good. They opened up holes for the run game. The pass game was able to do what it needed to do to win the game. 4 touchdown passes from Tua. That's awesome. Looks like he's back to the Tua from last year. He kind of settled in, like
And
you
a
said.
nice long one to Waddle,
Yes.
Yeah.
right? I mean, he looked off to the right and then Waddle was crossing to the right. It was a great play. I loved it.
Similar
Yeah.
route that they ran in college.
Yeah. I mean, I saw social
Yeah,
media posts of both plays on top of each other, and
almost identical.
that's not the first time Waddle has got that catch across the middle for a touchdown, a long touchdown. So that
And
was
we
good.
have the talent. And
Yeah.
then flip it to the other side. The defense, they showed up in that game,
Yeah, they did.
holding their run game to pretty much nothing.
How about
Robinson
the
had
first half
125.
of first half by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker?
Oh,
That guy, unbelievable. Give that guy a game ball.
Where did that guy
phenomenal.
come from? Man,
Leads the league in tackles for a reason.
man.
He shoots right to the guy. That's it. And he goes right through him.
Yeah.
I love it. Those
What
are
a
the kind of
first
guys.
half
Yeah.
they had. So, what is the next step? Are we
Now,
going to carry this over to Thursday? I
wait,
mean,
hold
we
on.
need
So
all the fans to show up Thursday at this game, and
wait, I got one more. Are the Falcons on the NFC side?
Yes.
yeah,
So, maybe that's an indicator too that maybe the AFC is a little stronger than the NFC at this point in the game, at least along their level. I mean, they came in at 3-3 or something like that, right?
It's a
Right.
team you don't play as much.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Play them every 4 years, so maybe
Yeah, we
that.
don't know them. We don't know them as good as we know everybody else.
Yeah, but
yeah, and we came in with a game plan that they had not prepared for. We ran a lot of tackle eligible. We were you were always hearing number 64 is eligible. We were running that sixth offensive lineman, which I think threw them off a little bit. Which it's not going to be a surprise for Baltimore this week. So we'll see if they bring anything to counteract that.
Is that what happened, Jeff? Is that what happened around the offensive line? We said we're going to run and we're bringing an extra guy in.
Yeah. Well, what happened was, Waller was put on injured reserve, but he's eligible to come back before the end of the season. But our second string tight end went down before the game. Or I don't know if it was the day before or the day of the game. He was ruled out. So I think they gave him enough time to say, hey, let's, instead of using a tight end to block over there, we'll just go tackle eligible and just try to run the ball. And it worked.
It worked.
Yeah.
and
I think they asked Tua in the
They're like,
post game uh, presser that if he was contemplating throwing the guy the ball, he just laughed that off.
we dominated time of possession, and that's a key to winning.
Yeah.
Your defense not on the field so much, your offense controlling the pace, their guys
okay.
getting tired.
All right. Okay. Let me throw a towel on the party, right?
Okay.
On the fire. They were playing with a second string quarterback, and it was Cousins, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get off the field. I mean, he couldn't stay on the field on third down. So I don't think he made one third down all game long.
I
And
think it
that,
was two.
did he get two?
I think it was two.
It was the
Yeah.
end of the third.
Two.
It was part of the third quarter. I think his first drive after the third quarter started, and I think they got the ball. The commentator said, "That's six in a row. He can't make a first down off. When they get to third down." And I thought to myself, 6 drives where they got to third down and they had to kick it, right? And
Yeah.
I think in the end that helps Tua. He gets the ball a few more times, and it helps coach, right? So the defense has got to do that. But the thing is that this week, are we going to have a second stringer again this week?
No,
Lamar's back.
Lamar's back. Okay.
I
So
mean, he practiced full yesterday. I'm assuming today as well.
what
you
was
know,
what was his
Unless
injury?
unless they lied in the reporting again.
What was his injury?
Hamstring, I believe it was.
Hammy. So he's not going to be wanting to run around.
well, maybe. Kirk Cousins, he was the second string quarterback, but he has been a starter in this league many times.
Yeah.
So it's not like he's like a rookie, coming in
No, I mean he's been
second
a good
string
he's
quarterback.
been a good quarterback too, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like it was a lifetime second string guy who never plays at all. Kirk Cousins was thrown around there because everybody liked him for a long time. So, but
And he's won big games in this league. So it's, he's not your typical second string guy that never sees action or has never seen action.
they were hoping that the young kid would play. And I heard a lot of Falcon fans saying same old Falcons, right? Like quarterback goes down, they can't win a game. So, I'm not putting too much in it. I want to see them beat another bird team. I see the Ravens, right? So this week, let's take Lamar and the Ravens out.
I
Right?
think
I
the
feel a
big
little
thing
better. if we can win, if we can string a couple of wins together, I'd be pretty happy about that.
The big thing is they're pretty explosive too. They got some quick receivers, but their run game is intimidating, having Lamar able to run and then the power of Derrick Henry. So our
Yeah.
guys have got to make their tackles. So
The thing is just because Lamar's back, there's still a lot of injuries on the Baltimore team. There's a lot of starters that are still out, so that does open it up for the Dolphins to try to take advantage of that situation.
I agree, but it doesn't let you play. Lamar being back doesn't let you play Derrick Henry the way you'd want to, where you can just kind of stack the box. Because if you stack the box, Lamar does one of those QB option roll out to the left, roll out to the right, and he's gone.
Yeah.
So that makes it a little more challenging.
And of course, Derrick Henry's one of those game changer type running backs that can.
Yeah.
When he became available, I wanted the Dolphins to pick him up really bad. I mean, I think he could have really helped this team.
Yeah. Once he gets to like that second level, good luck stopping him. He's like a freight train coming right at you. And the guys in the secondary are going to stand no chance against
No,
that.
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
not. They're not going to want any part of that.
And then the other thing you got to watch out for the tight ends. Mark Andrews is, I know he's up there in age, as they say, but we've been known to give up games to tight ends.
So it'll be interesting because this Dolphin team, even though it's a short week, they are chomping at the bit. They want to play this game. They want to keep this train rolling. They want to, they
Yeah.
want to play this game really bad. They want to show what they can do on national television, and I think they're going to be up for the game for sure.
Yeah.
If they
If
would
they
have
play
lost
like
that
that,
game, it would be a different deal.
if they play like that again and they just keep playing with that kind of intensity, that kind of hustle, all that drive that they've had in that game, and the
Mhm.
energy from the sideline, it looked like was up. They they could go on a big run. Who knows?
Yeah.
It might not
Well,
be over.
and another thing they did was they brought the offensive coordinator down from out of the booth and put him on the sideline so he could coach up the players, while McDaniel is concentrating on calling plays. Our offensive coordinator is over there keeping everybody straight, and he's a guy that will call players out. He's not afraid to yell at them, and that's what he was doing on the sideline. He was making sure everybody was on the same page. And another thing with that game was the penalties. We seem to have cleared up the penalty problem that we've been having. There was a couple
Oh,
penalties,
penalties. Yeah.
but it mostly cleared up.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll keep that. If we can keep the penalties down, that'll help a lot.
To me, you know what? All that's like the discipline side of the house, right? In order to be penalty free, you have to, you got to play within the markers. You got to play with discipline, and that's kind of what we saw last week, right? But to be a professional, you have to be consistent with that, and you got to string those wins along. This is a must win
Oh yeah.
Miami
Well, all of them
Dolphins.
from here on out are must win.
They have to win this, and it's like you said, uh, they are. There's been a lot of bad talk, right, and a lot on this podcast, and in the end, they'd love to see everybody kind of handing out crow, no
Yeah.
pun intended,
But
right? At the end of the season, going, here's how do you want yours? How do you want yours? Right? Because they kind of put it together. So, but it starts with discipline, and those guys seem like they were laser focused. And when that happens, and there's no penalties, and you're not making mistakes, I mean, a lot of good things. And then I got to say, coach called a good play finally. Right?
Yeah.
Zero complaints, right? A few more
yep,
plays going, you know,
down
north
south.
is a lot better, right, than east west, right? So,
Yeah. I'm not gonna walk back anything I've said through any of these podcasts because you know
yeah,
what? You're 1-6. If
you're
you're
one
gonna
of
play that
six.
way, what
Yeah,
am I supposed to do? Say these guys
exactly.
are phenomenal,
Yeah,
they're doing everything right.
They're 2-6, but they got
Yeah.
now they have something to prove, right? And
Now,
so hopefully they get it. Hopefully they, you know, hopefully it's a pride thing, an ego thing at this point,
yeah,
and a resume thing too.
Well, my
consecutive.
question is, they were 1-6, and they could have just folded up, and everybody started planning
Yeah,
vacations and
yeah.
planning the fishing trips down in the Bahamas and
The
all this.
holidays are coming,
But
you know.
to Coach McDaniel's credit, he got this team ready to play.
Yeah.
He could have just laid down and said, "Okay, I'm going to get fired," and this and that. But that showed me a lot.
Yeah.
I've been on board with wanting to fire Chris Greer, but I said that maybe we should try to keep McDaniel, let the new GM come in and make that determination.
Yeah.
But I think this did a lot for saving his job right now this week anyway. And when you can take a 1-6 team and come out and dominate and play the way they did, that says a lot about your coaching ability right there, and
Away
how the
at their house.
players are
Yeah.
behind their coach.
Hmm. They weren't at home.
Yeah.
They were on the road.
Even the
Yeah,
defensive coordinator seemed like he made his adjustments, and these guys started winning their matchups. We had a lot more pressure to the quarterback. Even if we didn't get to him, we made him either throw it away or throw a bad pass.
yeah.
So
And
it's progress.
like you said, Lamar Jackson is a lot better quarterback
Yeah.
than Kirk Cousins.
Well, he could
So
scramble.
yeah, and well, maybe the hamstring injury might prevent him from doing a lot of scrambling. Hopefully he'll just stay a pocket passer, and that'll benefit us also.
If it's there, he's going to take it. I'm telling you, they're going to have to set that edge. It's been what, 4 or 5 weeks since he's played, so I'm sure he's pretty much ready to go.
Well, he might be
I have
rusty.
I'm confident in them. If they play that way again, we're 3-6 after Thursday.
I think that could happen. We got to have all the fans show up. If
Yes.
they would have lost this game in Atlanta, I think that stadium would have been half empty. You know, but I think with this big win, I think it's psyched up the fans a little bit. We're going to have a hell of a tailgate. Getting ready, and hopefully we can inspire the team. We'll get painted up with some Halloween makeup.
I'll be ready to go.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
You should
Oh,
just show up with
What do you
nothing.
call
You know what I'm
yourself
saying?
again?
Right?
Everyone's going to love it.
Yeah.
What was it? Was it Skeleton?
Yeah, the skeleton. Yep.
So
Get ready.
that's it. I'm ready. I'm ready. I was born ready. I'm ready. I'm ready yesterday.
I'll be painted on arrival, guys.
When I heard
Everybody
skeleton,
out
I was
there,
like, I'm so ready.
I'll see all of you at the game.
I might go as a scarecrow. We'll see. I'm pretty brainless, so I would fit the
I got
scarecrow.
nothing. I got nothing. Just gonna show up as a fan.
You got a fin? Put a fin on. Could be a dolphin.
Yeah, I'll put
Just
my
like a
hair up
fin.
into a fin.
I think I could do that
There you go. That's the one.
if I could just paint it orange a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Or teal, right? Hey, what's the jersey this week? Anybody know?
Uh,
Are we white on white on Monday night? I mean on Thursday night?
I
Good
have not
question.
heard the jersey.
Maybe white with aqua pants.
That would be good.
That would be nice. I don't like watching
I
white
could
with
do
white.
that.
I don't know. I'm new school. You guys like the white on white. Is that how
White
we
on
feel
white is
here?
old school.
I don't like the old school.
Hey, if they wear the black, I'm cool with wearing the black on Thursday night.
Yeah,
And
I wish.
on night games later in the season, I'm with the black, right?
Yeah.
But during the daytime, I need that dark color to be on the opponent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I'd like to see us with the aqua tops.
Yeah, those black jerseys, they were ripped to shreds as far as fans hating it, and
Did they
I-
really? I
quite
didn't.
clear.
They made a lot of money on those. Just calling it out. They were
I
sold
was
out
gonna say,
immediately.
yeah, I was gonna say there was they might have had a lot of complaints, but I think 20% of the fans make 80% of the noise, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different. It's
The
different, you
haters
know.
are most vocal.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know.
So, what's our predictions?
All right.
We got any predictions of what this game's going to be like?
Well, you know what? I do. Um, After a good game, you know how it is. We're homers, right? And so I think we're going to contain Lamar, limit Derrick Henry for some small plays, right? And they're going to get a big dose of 8 chan. Uh, and Tua in the play action is going to exploit our speed, right? Because we got Washington and we got Waddle, right? And so yeah, I'm looking for a victory on Thursday night. Yeah. I was gonna say 35-28.
Oh, he's taking the over.
Yeah, shootout.
Took the over, I see. All right.
Could be a shootout.
A shootout.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
What about Nick? What do you think? What's your what game plan are you going in with this one?
if Lamar's playing, I gotta set the edge. Don't let him out of that pocket. I'd rather him be the pocket passer. Uh, offense, their defense is just not doing well this year, so we should have no problem moving the ball. Make sure we get the run game going early, just like we did against the Falcons. That's the key to success. Punish them up the middle, give them a little outside run, and then you hit them over the top with that big play.
That
I
sounds
I'm gonna
good.
say,
you know
yeah,
what? Go ahead.
I'm gonna say Miami wins 34-24.
I I just think that bringing in that additional lineman
It was nice.
early in the game to kind of set the tone and make them have to take chances early in the game and kind of maybe see a couple of big plays over the top. I think if we went with something like that, I'd like to see that in the game plan myself.
I think that'll be kind of a decoy thing. I think they'll bring it in early in the game. They'll bring in the extra linemen. They'll try to make Baltimore stack the box there to try to stop the run. And then
That's
at
what he
some
has.
point after the first couple of drives, I think we're going to pull back on that and maybe go for a wide out, and try to hit them over top, try to get them up in the box and try to stop the run, and then try to go over the top on them. And then, of course, defensively, these guys have to stay in their lanes in order to contain Jackson. You can't run these stunts. You got to stay in your lane. You've got to hold that outer edge. You can't, those outside guys can't be doing these underneath inside stunts because that's just going to leave the whole outside open. So just stay in your lane and keep him in the pocket. And the score, I'm going to say 24-21 Dolphins. And
Homer.
He's taking the
I
under.
think we got a great punter and we got a great field goal kicker. This kicker came in. I think he's just missed one field goal all season. Uh,
Oh,
he, I think he might be better than our first
pause.
string guy.
You bite your tongue. You bite your tongue. Jason Sanders is far better at the kickoff.
I
Riley
don't
Patterson,
know. He's
you don't
doing
remember?
good.
He kind of screwed us in that Chargers game by putting them on the 40 because he kicked the ball short.
Yeah, but I
And that
think he's
wasn't
been
his first
practicing
bad
that because
kickoff.
these last few games he's really pinning them down in the corner.
Yeah.
That ball's been landing right inside the 5 yard line down in the corner. That's all you want to do.
For everybody out there, I'm not saying he's a bad kicker. I'm just trying to have Sanders back because he's done a lot for us.
He has, but I have complete confidence in the kicker that's on the field now. I can't think of his name. What is it? Patterson or something?
Riley Patterson. Yeah.
Yeah. So I have confidence in this guy. Like I said, he's only missed one field goal all season long. He's made everything. So if it comes down to that last second field goal to make it 24-21, I think he can do it.
I just
I'd like to see a pick six this game.
Yeah, we have not forced many interceptions. We've
I'd like
gotten
to I'd like
several
to see
fumbles.
yeah, I'd like to see him forced, Lamar Jackson just forced into a pick six. That would be nice, or a big special teams play, right? A punt for punt return for a touchdown, or a kickoff return down to the 5, something like that. I'd like to see the special teams and the defense score or put us in a really good position.
We'll say
Yeah.
overall, those guys have done a very good job of returning the ball. We've had some pretty good field position on a lot of these kick returns. We're starting up there near the 40.
Yeah. But those kinds of
But
plays,
yeah,
they change the team. The moment you start to lean forward,
yep.
a little bit more when you come off a play like that. If you can hold on to the penalties and the excitement, and just come out with the fire that you're feeling. I mean, it's kind of the one thing that's missing, and that would actually ignite, maybe the soul and the heart of this team.
Oh yeah, this team is fired up right now. That game fired these. Yeah, I don't know if you saw the video of that locker room where they're doing the Hawaiian, whatever it's called.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They were all. I mean, they're in the interviews. They're all going. We can't wait for Thursday. We want
Yeah.
Thursday to be here now.
Loving it.
So they are fired up. They're going to be ready to play.
I can't wait, because I think that was the first time, and everybody was kind of like, I can't wait till they practice it and they pull it up, they pull the whole thing off end to end. Would be really nice to see the locker room just kind of ignite into some kind of Polynesian.
They already did that.
I want to see the whole thing. I want to see it end to end. That's what I want to see. Everybody.
I want to see them win. That's all I'm worried about right now.
Mm.
I don't care what dances they
about
do.
The defense getting a pick six. Mika Fitzpatrick injured his hand. So I'm not sure what his status is, but he's got to play. If he doesn't play, then that's going to be a big problem. And we have Storm Duck back.
No,
So hopefully
he's done.
Hopefully
he's out for the season. Yeah,
he's out for the season, Jeff.
No, he's out for the season.
Who is?
Storm Duck got carted off.
Yeah.
Oh no, I missed that.
Yeah.
He goes only back for half the game.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's unfortunate,
Yeah. I missed that.
Yeah, I hate to see that. I missed the carting off because I don't think they showed it.
I don't think so either.
But they said it somewhere along the line, but I saw the reports after the game.
So right now he's set to questionable.
Yeah, he's not playing.
Well, as long as Fitzpatrick plays, we got a chance.
Fitzpatrick, Douglas has been very good for us, so that was a really good pickup. Got to give credit where credit's due.
Yeah, and I think what's his name? Jack Johnson? No,
Jack Jones.
He's improved, cornerback.
Yeah,
over the last couple games, he's shown a lot of improvement.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of holding and getting PIs a lot early.
Yeah. So. Now he's kind of getting away with it. So
yeah, he learned hold him low, hold him low.
Got to hold him right here.
Don't put it up. Don't put it up high. Hold the shirt at the bottom.
Hold him right here.
Hide it.
Get some gloves that are the same color as their jersey.
Yes.
That was the problem. Is he had a different colored gloves, and they were catching that.
Yeah. If those jerseys are blue, get blue gloves, baby. Get blue.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, we got anything else? I think we're just waiting for this game on Thursday. We're only 2 days away, and so let's hope for the best. And like I said at the beginning, if they go on a winning streak, then we're stuck with Chris Greer. So
It's
You know what?
bittersweet. It's
it's a
bittersweet.
double-edged sword there, isn't it?
Yeah.
If it's going to get me in the playoffs, then so be it. I just
Yeah.
want to get to the playoffs and start winning games in the playoffs.
Well, that's what I said before the season started. That this year, Chris Greer we have to make not just make the playoffs, but we have to win at least a playoff game for his job to be safe. So just getting to the playoffs at this point is going to be a tough. It's going to be a tough row to hoe.
Yeah. Just time to
It's
start
going to be
stacking wins. That's
an uphill battle. I'm trying not to think any way further than Baltimore. Let's just win this game.
Well, this would be stacking wins. Get a second consecutive.
Yeah,
Get
we got to
another
start.
one.
Yeah,
And then another one.
we got to win this game.
Momentum.
It is it's dire.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it's a must win.
Yeah, if they lose this game, we're right back to,
Fire Greer, fire everybody.
yeah, exactly. It's scorch earth,
Yeah. We need to make noise out there. So everybody that's watching and you're going to the game, let's make some noise. It's third down. Let's get up. Let's back these guys up. We need to be the 12th man that, yeah, I guess they deserve. It's our job.
Yeah.
We have to do our job, as they would say.
Let's talk to all the super fans, right?
Yeah.
Make sure that they don't get sitting down and comfortable.
Everybody up.
Well, they're usually up. You got your Papa Pump and your Miami Maniac and all these guys. They're always up for it. They're up there leading the cheers in the Scullifin or Skellefin or whatever that guy's name is.
Skellefin.
He's always down there. I think he's ended up gonna get thrown out of the game probably at some point.
They don't get thrown out of the game. Don't do that.
No. I know a guy.
I know
they're gonna throw a penalty flag on you.
That's right. Oh man,
All right.
if they threw a penalty flag on us, it would be awesome.
That would be great.
You should have had a penalty flag.
That's all we got. How much time we got?
Wait, hold on. You should have had a penalty flag that one game where you stopped play. Literally.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Literally.
I remember that.
Oh man. Unbelievable.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I have no recollection. I can neither confirm nor deny.
That's right. Nobody saw me do anything. I can tell you that.
All right.
That's just speculation.
I'm just making it up.
There's nobody more innocent than me.
Take it away, Jeff.
All right. Shut her down.
All right, guys. We're hoping that we can follow this big win up with another big win. We'll be there cheering the team, and the tailgate's going to be outrageous. It's going to be a lot of fun. I cannot wait for Thursday. I know the whole team cannot wait for Thursday. So let's go get a big win, and hopefully the next Fintastic Four podcast will be another happy, winning podcast, and hopefully we'll have our illustrious leader Tony back from out of the country. If they'll let him back in the country, we're not sure that they'll let him back in.
I'm missing Tony.
And then he can go back to the hosting duties, and then hopefully we can keep this train rolling. So you guys, everybody out there, like, share, follow. What's the other words? Let's throw some hashtags on there and
give us some loves. Just click on that thing. Click on it. Pump it up. Pump it up.
All right.
All
right. Comment. Tell us how stupid we are. Tell us how smart we are.
Hey, we got a comment last week.
That's great. All right. We have one guy watching now. Cool.
I love it.
You guys.
We should have thanked him personally. All right.
See you next week.